Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the number one. As always, the Guillotine, Daddy Rambo. And a happy Veterans Day to all those serving and who have served.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
For sure.
Oh, man. It is the rut. It's been an interesting one.
It sucks, dude. Fuck the rot, bro.
Oh, man. You know, it's you get your hopes up, and it's like, you know, a lot of times it's just a grind. And I've seen a bunch of chasing and shit. Not a bunch, but I've seen some chasing. But, man, it's like, you ever go into the woods and you just think, like, you come out and you're just like, man, I just got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I've been feeling lately. Like tonight, I went into a spot that I know, and I ended up sitting in a fucking creek bottom like a jackass. And I know better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it was, so I was coming in, and I'm like, I'm going to try to set up down here, like, at the, like, halfway up this ridge, and I get in there, and I bump a bunch of deer out.
Yes.
And I'm like, motherfucker. And I see a buck take off. I don't think he was anything special. I think he was an 8-pointer, but I don't know if he was, you know what I mean? But it was, and I'm just like, fuck. So I'm like, all right, this spot's probably fucking shot. I came in too far. I should have set up 30, 40 yards back. You know what I mean? So I moved down a little bit, and I'm like, fuck. God damn, I just ended up in this fucking creek bottom, and I just climbed real high, and I'm like, because I don't like hunting bottoms, and the reason I don't like hunting creek bottoms is the wind swirls a lot, and it's really hard. Anytime you're in a creek bottom, man, I've had zero success.
Yeah.
I can't ever think of a time where I killed a deer in a creek bottom with a bow. With a rifle, I've done it.
Yeah.
With you, actually. Remember that one I shot in the creek? Mm-hmm. But with a bow, like, they're going to wind you. And once they get in range, you're going to get busted. It's fucking crazy what thermals do in a creek bottom. And I just knew it when I got up there. And I was like, this is just going to be an observation shit.
Those are the worst, dude. It just feels like a wasted time in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
Yeah. So, and that's what it was. But I did see, at about 100 yards, I did see a buck that I think was a shooter.
Okay.
And he started to come towards me and then stopped. Like, I don't know. I couldn't tell. It looked like he may have been eating, but he stopped. And then he turned around and started to go the other way. And I hit a little meh.
Yeah.
Meh. Meh. Meh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I had a doe with me. It's a sequence. It's a grunt sequence that...
Tending grunt.
Yeah. Ryan actually told me about this. He heard it from Dudley. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
And he stopped for a second. And then he started walking some more. And I hit him with the old...
Yeah. Snort wheeze, dog.
And he stopped for another second. And then he just kept on going.
Like, who's this jabroni down here?
It's this fucking clown.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. He wasn't having it. So... But it was 100 yards. He was definitely no, like, giant, but I think he may have been a shooter. He looked decent from a distance, you know. But you know how that is. Good from far, could be far from good.
Yeah.
But it was still cool. And then I seen one doe about 50 yards strolling on by, and that was it. That was my hunt. Creek bottom. What are you gonna do?
Sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I went tonight, and I guess I got in a little late because as I was walking in down the path, I see a deer walking through the hole in the fence. I'm like, God damn it. I didn't spook it. I just kind of watched it, and it went off, and I just kind of tiptoed down the path and got up in the tree and sat there all night, heard chasing, heard a bunch of commotion through the woods. Never saw a deer, though.
Now, are you sitting and are those pre-hung sticks?
No.
No. So you were climbing in.
Dude, pre-hung sticks with a one stick, it's kind of sketchy.
Why?
Well, at least for this setup, because the pre-hung sticks are on the wrong side of the tree. So I got to kind of get to the very top, hang the stick like around the tree and like step around the tree. Not a fan of that. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'll probably just take them down and sell them. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, you could remedy that.
Yeah. I mean,
I like the pre-hung sticks with the saddle. I think it's a solid option.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, if it's on the right side. But even then, the thing of it is you got to have alignments.
Mm-hmm.
Climb it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just not tied off. And you're at the top fucking around.
Yeah.
And it's not productive.
I'm probably just going to take them down and sell them.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So this time of year, like, I feel like it's almost hard. There's so many. It's like raising kids. There's a wrong way to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of right ways.
Yeah.
And that's like hunting right now. Like there's obviously shit you can do that's stupid. But there's a lot of good options right now. You know what I mean? And it's almost like, for me, it's like, I just don't know which one I want. You know what I mean? Like, what do I do? You know? And I know, funnels, doe bedding, all that good stuff. But when you're hitting the same property, it can get, I feel like I have been splitting myself up too much. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go here, I'll go here, I'll go here. Like, I think I need to just stay in one fucking spot.
I feel I had that same exact thought running through my brain tonight. I mean, I've only hunted the quarry 4 fucking times.
Right.
2-3 years ago, I'd hunt that bitch every fucking day.
Yeah.
But
And this is the time of the year to do that.
yeah.
It's a good time of the year to sit in that same spot for even a couple days.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Those bucks are moving all over that property.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come there eventually. You know what I mean? So you just got to kind of, we beat this dead horse, be the trail camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I haven't had much on them either. It took Wyatt hunting this morning.
Yeah.
We got skunked.
Youth day. That sucks.
Yeah. It was cool though. It was it was a good bonding experience for us. I love taking him out, and seeing him kill a deer is one of the fondest memories that I have, and I'd love to get him on another one. So we'll keep getting after it, but it was cool because like we hunted and we sat out there for like I don't know, it was like 2 hours, and then it was the end. It was like, we're gonna go back and make breakfast. Your sister's got swim class, so right before I was like, we're gonna go do a little we're gonna go look down this hill and see if there's anything down there.
Hell yeah.
And I gave him the rifle, and I was like, remember, gun safety. And he did awesome. He kept his finger off the trigger. He kept that barrel pointed in a safe direction. So I was proud of him for that. And I told him he did a good job. And so it was cool. It was good. It was productive. But as far as like the rut, it's pissing me off a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's still, hey, like the other day I went, and I don't think we've talked since this time. Oh no, we did. I went last night, and it was a really cool hunt. I mean, and this was a property I had permission on that I haven't really played with this year.
Oh yeah.
And coming in, I'm like, I had really high hopes, which is, I think that's part of the problem with the rut. Like, you got to remember,
God, yeah.
this isn't like, it's not given. Yes, your bucks are moving more, but other than that, like, it's nothing crazy. Sometimes it can be.
Yeah.
Like, you can be in a spot that is just wild, but like, I think it's important to be grounded and be like, okay, the bucks are gonna move a little more, but it's not fucking. We're not hunting in a high fence. You know what I mean? And I did see a spike chase a doe, grunting at her, and she like took off, and he starts fucking rubbing a tree like. He's fucking frustrated. We've been there. You've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're at the bar.
Yeah,
she's like, I'm like, what's the worst thing you can say? Like, hey, how you doing? She's like, ew. Okay, that was it.
Gotta go in the bathroom and rip a sink off the wall.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that spike just did. Yeah, he's like, God damn it, rubbing his head on the tree, like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Why am I so ugly? And so that was cool, you know what I mean? And it was funny because I was watching him, and he bedded down 30 yards from me after she left. And he stayed there on this little hillside. And what he's doing is there's this trail coming between me and him because we were doing the same thing, ironically. You know what I mean? We're set up on this trail, and he's sitting there and waiting for does to come by, and he was coming out and chasing them. Another doe came by. He did the same fucking thing.
Wow.
Well, so the first doe, I told that in opposite order, but the first doe came by. He chased her off. She took off, and he just went right back to bed. The second doe was when he did that rub and stuff. But yeah, so like he just is basically just. I thought he would like pursue them longer, but he just chased them a little bit, and they ran off, and he came right back to his bedding. And then, like I guess that was his method, you know.
It's a pretty good method, I guess. Wait for them to come to him.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing it. He's playing the odds there. He's like, yeah, well, most of them are probably just gonna run, but one of them might.
One might stop.
Yeah. So.
Put a tail to the side.
That was interesting because you always get this idea that bucks are just going to be chasing all day, but you know maybe they chase differently. Like one buck might do a little different. One buck might just run around all fucking day till he's dead, but one might do it like him. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I went this morning as well, and I had a little 7-pointer come to the hole in the fence and spotted me immediately.
Really?
Yeah, looked right up at me. And stares at me for probably 5 fucking minutes, does the head bob thing, turns, tries to catch me moving. Then it walks away about 20 yards, comes right back to the same spot, looks right back up at me. Does that for another 5 minutes, walks about 60 yards away, comes back, looks right back up at me. At this point, I'm like...
Thinking about shooting him.
You've done this too much, brother.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Yes.
So he takes off like behind me. I grab my bow. I come to full draw on this cocksucker. I was going to let him have it. But at this time, he's walking away from me, and he does make a left, and as soon as he makes a left, I give him to stop him, and he just kind of like runs off. I'm like, you fucking little bastard.
You were about to let him have it.
It was a little basket rack 7-pointer,
yeah.
And I would have loved every second of shooting that cocksucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wanted it.
Isn't it funny how standards change?
Holy shit, brother.
Because so not only that situation, like if a buck really pisses you off, especially does. She blows, she goes, that old corny saying, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
But also, you haven't shot a buck.
Yeah.
And it's like it's getting into later of portion of the rut here, and I'm willing to bet your standards are dropping by the day.
I told Sam when I left, I said, if it's brown, it's down. I don't care if it's a buck. I don't care if it's a doe. I don't care if it's a trans deer. I don't care if it's Dylan Mulvaney walking past my goddamn stand. I'm killing it. Yeah. I am annoyed right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy what a year does. I mean, this time last year, I'd be like, fucking 135-inch buck, passing that. Yeah. Now it's like a little basket rack 7-pointer. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So.
I feel the same way. I mean, I shot that buck in Fair Hill, but that's what's nice about. Well, that's the public land I shot that buck on, by the way, if you were wondering. But what is nice about having a 2-buck tag or 2 buck tags in Maryland is that you have that option to like that buck. I would have let him walk had we been on private. You know what I mean? Because I would have liked to see him grow a little bit. I do think he was really old, but. You know what I'm saying? Like, by antler size, I'd have been like, okay, he's a nice buck, but I'm going to let him walk. But in Fair Hill, I got 2 buck tags. That's a public land deer, and it's a nice buck. I like him. He's got a huge body, and it was just a really cool heat-of-the-moment thing. It was a super slow day. It was the only deer I saw, so it was like, I'm going to let him have it. And so that's why I am really glad we have two buck tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have wasted a buck tag on that little fucker this morning. He pissed me off.
Yeah. Because then it's like, okay, I got one. Now I'm really going to wait for a big one, you know? Yeah. But at the same time, it's probably like, oh, if we always do that,
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But at the end of the day, man, I love shooting deer. I love hunting. I love the pursuit of these animals. And even any deer that I send through my bow's riser, any deer that I send an arrow through the riser of my bow after, once I've made that decision, I'm happy with that animal.
Yeah.
100%. Mm-hmm. Like, I respect these animals too much, and I love this. I wish there was a good word to describe what it is, because it's not just a hobby. It's not a sport.
It's definitely not a sport.
It's more than that. And
it's a way of life.
It is. And it's an ethos. I don't know, but I love it, and if I make that decision to kill that animal, I never.
You don't take that lightly.
No, I do not.
Yeah, me neither.
Absolutely not.
The other side thinks we are just bloodthirsty piece of shit, which we are to a degree.
Yeah.
But
we all are, though.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day,
we take these animals' lives into consideration,
and it's in a constant pursuit of perfection as well, which is what I think is so appealing about bow hunting, is that no matter how good you are, you never master it. You can always get better at this. You can always be a better shot. Even fucking Levi Morgan makes mistakes sometimes on deer.
I watched a video of Levi Morgan gut shot in a buck.
So nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? Cam Haynes is for elk hunting, the same thing. You know what I mean? Everybody makes mistakes, but it is all. Every hunter I've ever met wants to get better, wants to do everything they can to make that shot as efficient as possible. Yeah. Every hunter I know. I've never met a hunter who has like this Hollywoodized image that hunters get pegged with. You know what I mean? Like I've never met a guy like that.
I did.
Well, fuck that guy.
I met two of them, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever told this story.
No.
I probably have. Me and my dad were leaving public land in Millington one time, and these two guys were standing on the side of the road with one dead deer and a paralyzed deer that they had spine shot. And this poor doe is still alive, trying to get away from them. And me and my dad are like, that deer's still alive. What are you gonna put it down? And they're like, no, we're gonna wait for our sons to get up here so they can kill it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. It's like, I'm like 13, 14 at the time. I'm like, that's wrong. What is wrong with you?
That's twisted, man.
Yeah.
What a kind of that
Twisted.
pisses me off. I'd have shot that fucking deer.
Yeah. If that would have happened like in this day and age right now, the way I am, I'd have probably rifle butted that guy in the face.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you?
You fucking that pisses me off, dude. It gives me chills. Like
And we were walking away, and I guess the sons came up, and you could hear them say like, "All right, son, shoot it right there on the neck," and then you hear pow.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So there.
Okay.
There's definitely those people out there.
There are pieces of shit out there, you know. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like they shot these deer and drug a half-alive deer to the fucking roadside so their kid could shoot it.
That's twisted. That's twisted.
There's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Don't fucking do that.
No. God, no.
So I seen Hoyt
Hey.
came out with 2 new bows.
They did.
They came out early this year.
Did they?
Yeah, I feel like they usually come out in like January. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
It's a pretty common occurrence.
Yeah, well. You know who else comes out the 14th?
Matthews.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that too. The new Hoyt, love everything they did with it. Almost everything. They really knocked it out of the park here. They got nice fat wide limbs, which I love. Makes it nice and stable. Your back wall is adjustable. You can make it
dope.
Firm or extra firm.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
The let off goes from now 75 to 80 to 85.
Here's a question. What would you put your let off at?
75.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want all the speed I can out of that motherfucker.
Power.
Yeah.
Give me power.
Yeah.
And honestly, your bow's going to perform the best that way too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a no-brainer for me. Like mine is 80 or 85. It's on 80.
Yeah.
They also incorporated a 1/4-inch draw length adjustment, which thank God, about time. It needs to be 1/4-inch. Like a 1/2 inch is not enough. Like I know it sounds crazy, but draw length is very like a 1/4 inch can be like, oh, that's perfect, or oh fuck, it's just off. You know what I mean? Like that's awesome. So thank you, Hoyt, for that.
I'm definitely somewhere in between 27.5 and 28.
Yeah,
28's too much. 27.5, I'm cocked. You know, I gotta.
Right. So you gotta lengthen your D loop, which I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a touch over 28.5.
Yeah.
So I have a like nice long D loop. So I'm probably 28 3/4. which is going to be great.
But it's nice to do adjustments on the bow now instead of making a fucking D-loop that might be too long, might be too short.
Exactly, because that's hard to do, like, perfect length, you know?
Yeah.
And because as soon as you draw it, it stretches a little bit, and it's like, damn it. So that's really cool. I mean, all the inline stuff's great. The new Go sticks are awesome. I actually like them now because they have a lot of options. They put this little thing on the bottom cam to keep your string out of the dirt, which is like, hell yes. Nobody's done that. Why haven't we done that? You know, no bow manufacturer's done that. So that was brilliant, and that's kind of like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah. Like,
that's something that I've been wishing we could do something about for a long time. So that's awesome. It's fast as hell. It's pumping out. The video I watched, MFJJ reviewed it. It was like a 30-minute review on both bows. And the aluminum actually vibrates less than the carbon. But he said the carbon draw cycle feels better, which was interesting.
And now you can order them in 80 pounds.
Yes.
Which is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Going straight for that.
Yeah.
And finally, my downside. They still didn't do anything for tuning your cams.
Yeah.
You still have to use the top hat system. Apparently they're metal now. They're aluminum and not plastic, which is good. But like Elite and Bowtech, for example, you can tune your cam on the cam. Like, you don't have to press it. I really would have liked to see them do something with that. But that being said, personally, I have a bow press, so it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? But, like, even still, it would be cool to not have to take it in the garage, press it. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I mean, it looks like a really well-made bow. I'm salivating at it, honestly. I'm excited to see what Matthews comes out with.
Yeah, Matthews comes out Tuesday, and I'm getting a new bow.
Are you?
I made the decision tonight. The Helix, you know, it's got a lot of bodies on it, so I retire the old girl.
Yeah,
because
it's time.
You know, I will need a new string, so why not just drop another $1,000 on a new bow?
That's what I told Rachel. It's funny because I was like, well, I need a new string this year. Or I could just get a new bow.
It's like buying a new car because your tag's expired.
Yeah. Because I need tires.
Yeah.
But honestly, I mean, I want to get another year out of the Ventum.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only killed like 30 deer with it. You know?
I got a lot of gallons of blood spilled with the Helix.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's awesome. Pretty.
It's getting to the point where I don't feel comfortable with it anymore. So I feel like every time I shoot it, it's always off. I'm always readjusting it. I don't know what it is.
It's probably your string.
Probably the string.
Yeah.
But I think it's time for new.
Yeah.
It'll be 6 years old next year.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're ready.
Yeah.
As much as we hunt, dude, like, I feel like for me, like, 5 years is about all I want to put into a bow. I want to get a new bow every 5 years. They're not crazy expensive.
No.
I mean.
They definitely went up in price, though.
Yeah. $50.
150.
No.
They're $13.50 now for the aluminum.
It's $12.49. $13.50 MSRP. It's $12.50 at the bow shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it went up $50 from a couple years from yours.
And the carbon,
mine was $12.50.
Carbon's what, $1,800?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and so something MFJJ pointed out. This new one has a lot more machine work done to it in the riser, and the price didn't increase. So that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because that definitely costs them more to make that riser.
Yeah.
So that's good on them.
Yeah.
To keep it in that price range.
I'm going to shoot Matthews. I'm going to shoot Hoyt, and we're going to see what happens. It won't be anytime soon. It'll probably be like
after season.
Yeah, it'll probably be April before I get it. But
yeah, that would be the move because the bow season's over, and then you can kind of like get a new bow right before the tack and get it dialed in. Like fuck yeah, or whatever we end up doing. We might not do tack, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and fuck the Helix. I looked it up on eBay. Still going for like $900.
Yeah,
I don't know what the appeal is for that bow, but people love it.
It is. It has a great draw cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the HBX cams, and the cams are new on this one too. Obviously, with all the new adjustments, they're like the HBX Super or some shit. I don't know.
And who knows? I might shoot both of those and be like, nah.
Just
get a new string on the Helix.
Yeah. That's good though. You have that option.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you do get the new one, you're gonna sell the Helix.
I'm up in the air with that. Probably. What's the point in having two bows?
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's a pretty good reason. Just in case one takes a dump.
Yeah. But it's kind of hard to have a $900 sitting in there for just in case.
Just hanging around.
Yeah, you could sell that on eBay for $800 almost, definitely.
Yeah.
So, I would sell my Ventum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it would pay for the majority of the bow. Like you're only dropping $400 or $500 if you sell it for $700 or $800.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got 80-pound limbs, man. That'll sell for sure.
And I still got the 70s if you want them. So if you're looking for a bow.
Yeah. Hey, we should raffle it off.
We should.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great idea. Buy a raffle ticket for $10.
Yep. We'll sell 14.
And we will give you your money back. Because I'm not selling my bow for $140.
No, dude, that's not the deal.
Yeah, it is a deal.
You got to put a reserve on that motherfucker. Yeah.
If I get a new bow, I will be getting a new rest. There's something about my rest. I just hate it. I don't know why.
Maybe that's rich. What is it?
QAD. Just like the cheapest of the cheap model you could get.
It sounds about right.
Yeah. I kind of want a limb-driven rest, to be honest.
Hamska. That Epsilon fucks. I want that one. I also want the dialed sight.
I bet you fucking do.
Yeah. But honestly, I really like the what's Chris B's site called?
Shit. God damn it. I have the damn...
I like that site a lot. It's nice. But it's also $600.
Yeah. It's like, come on, dude. Get a freaking grip with your life.
UltraView.
UltraView.
Yeah. No, it's just too much, man, for a site. I can't.
No.
350 is one thing, but 500-600, God,
I think
damn.
350 is still too fucking much.
Yeah.
For a freaking sight.
It is. So, we could sit here and talk shop all fucking night, but it's the fucking rut. What you got? What is your tactics going forward now that we're getting into the later half?
My tactics are, if it's brown within 60 yards, it's freaking dying.
Hell yeah.
I don't give a shit anymore.
I like that.
I'm fed up.
Yeah.
I was listening to Chris Brackett. He's got a new podcast out. And he was saying right now, food sources is a dumb idea.
Mm-hmm.
These deer are already fat. They're not hungry. You need to get in the thickets.
Yeah.
If you want a buck, get in the thickets because those bucks are going to be passing through, checking for hot does.
Yeah. Doe bedding, funnels. Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing that exact thing. I've confirmed it. I mean, the most deer I see right now have been in bedding areas, and I slip in the morning.
Yeah.
I seen fucking 8 does the other day.
Yeah.
In the bedding area. Today I was on a kind of a travel corridor. Seen some, but not nearly as many as I did in the thick. So that's a great tactic. That's where I'm going tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'm going right back to that same bed area that I told you I went to. That's my plans for the morning.
It sucks about this time of year. It's like you kind of got to sit all fucking day.
Yeah.
Like that midday break that you like to take.
You just shouldn't.
It's like 7 times out of 10, a buck's going to come by that fucking tree when you're not there at noon.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the best time to move is either between 10 and 11 or like 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like either take an early lunch or a really late lunch if you're going to move. And honestly, most of the time you probably should move.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a spot that's good to sit all day just for wind direction and what they're doing.
I can't sit all day.
I don't like to. I really don't. I actually, I don't know if I've done it this year. No. Every time I've at least went out for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done some like all day sits, but it's been like sit till 11, go out, eat lunch, come back. You know what I mean?
So I haven't done all day sitting in probably 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I think me too. I don't think I did last year.
I know I haven't.
Yeah. And I think it's a good thing to do. But I still think it's pretty rare to find a spot that you can stay in the same tree. I think most of the time you should climb down and go to a different spot, because in the morning, like, you go into a bedding area, which is where you want to be in the morning. by noon, it's like, okay, now I need to go to either a travel corridor or like somewhere on the way to a food source. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't, because I get what Chris Brackett's saying there about not sitting on a food source, but travel corridors to them, because those are still going to eat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But your bucks aren't necessarily going to go out and food source and chase them. Then they're going to try to get them on the way there.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a buck,
yeah, they're not silly. They're not going out in the wide open.
no, not unless they're really fucking horny. Which, hey, been there.
We've all been there, you know what I
Get
mean?
that, dude.
I understand, bro.
I understand. I remember when I was fucking 19. That's what it's like for them. They're just raging with testosterone.
I mean, your lifespan's 5 years. You got to get it in, bro. Could you imagine?
I seen a study by one of those deer labs that I follow. I think it was Mississippi. And most does are bred by 3.5-year-old bucks or older. But
Really?
it was only like 38%. There's still a really good percentage of does that are getting bred by 2.5 and 1.5 old bucks.
Little button buck getting up on mama.
I thought that was pretty interesting. The Maryland's Department of Natural Resources reports that hunters harvested 16,607 deer during the early portion of the 23 archery and muzzleloader season. The harvest was a 18% decrease from last year's official harvest of 20,000 deer for the same period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explains a lot why I haven't been seeing any.
It's interesting, right?
Because everybody else has been the same fucking way.
Which is crazy to me because it's been way colder this year.
Yes. That's wild.
The only thing I could attribute that to is acorns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely a good acorn year.
It is a good acorn year.
They were definitely not on the food sources like they were.
No.
They were on the white oaks.
They're not hard up for food right now. Not for corn or soybean. They're on them oaks.
Shit. Oh, yeah. That goddamn acorns like candy.
Yeah. They're all over them. So I think that's probably the biggest factor. And that's, something I did this year. First deer I killed was on acorns.
I need to implement that strategy more early season.
Yeah.
I really need to sit over at white oaks.
Yeah. Because come October, they're not hitting the acorns as hard. I mean, they're starting to dry up as far as the white oak acorns.
Yeah.
The red oaks are, they're good much longer. But I don't know if they necessarily prefer red oak acorns to, say, corn.
Yeah.
I think they probably do, but I can't speak from experience on which one I think they would prefer. But it's a toss-up. So rut hunting, Johnny, I got a shooter pass for you.
Ooh.
I got two, and it's related to the rut because they are these long sits, and we all like to do things to make our lives a little bit easier during the rut for these long sits. Earbuds while you hunt. I know a guy who uses them. How do you feel about that? Listen to podcasts, maybe listen to a book, watch a good porno.
Maybe one earbud.
So you're going to shoot the one.
Yeah, even then, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's tough. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'll shoot the one
Okay.
on really low volume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, but I'm going to pass as I've done it, and I just find myself taking it out a lot.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, did I hear something?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, you can't really focus on what you're listening to. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, I'd rather read a book on my phone or something if I'm going to do that. But even that, like, it's hard to do because I'll be reading and then I'll like, look up and I'll get, you know what I mean? And then I just want to look around for a while. So it's it's one of them things.
Yeah. I mean, I could go with or without. But I don't know.
Have you done it?
No, I've never done it.
Oh, okay.
If I want to watch like a little Instagram clip on my phone, I'll just turn the volume up a little bit.
Yeah.
Do the deer really care?
I mean, I bet they do.
You think?
But can they hear it when it's like ultra low? Yeah, because I mean, deer hear well, but not like nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like they don't have bionic hearing.
Do you think they attribute human speaking to a threat as a threat?
Absolutely.
Do they?
Yeah, 100%.
Because I know when I go to check a trail camera and I drive my truck up to it, I'll leave the fucking door open, the radio blaring.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
because it keeps them away at the time. There was a study done on actually this exact thing, and it was they compared deer's reactions to sounds. They did wolves, coyotes, humans, and I think there was another one. I don't know, but their reaction was the greatest to the sound of human voices.
No shit.
Beyond even wolves. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yep. So human voices terrify them.
Maybe that's why I haven't been seeing anything in the tree stand.
Yeah, maybe turn that bitch down, son.
Or just leaving the fucking truck.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get so wrapped up in just scrolling.
Yeah. But at the same time, like you and I have been in a tree with deer relatively close whispering.
Yeah.
And they're not hearing us.
No.
So like if your volume's really low, you're probably fine. But there's something to keep in mind. Deer hear high pitch much better than we do. So like if it's a lower pitch noise, they actually don't hear it as well as we do. So that's something to consider. Like a whew, they're going to hear, or a meh, they're going to hear that a lot more than a meh. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's something interesting.
Yeah, so keep the volume low on your bukkake porno.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Another one. Little Debbie, do you like just chowing down on junk food during the rut?
Nah, pass. I don't take any food with me in the tree stand.
None. So you're gonna total pass.
Yeah.
You're just fucking doing intermittent fasting then.
I don't eat breakfast or lunch.
No. Okay. Well, I do.
Okay.
But I like, and you see this stuff on like Instagram of guys talking about like Little Debbie's and stuff, and like, it's no, like no, I don't fucking eat junk while I'm up there. Like a
fucking turkey sandwich.
Yeah, I'll take a sandwich or I'll take fucking a Cliff Bar. You know what I mean? Something that's calorie dense that will kind of keep me full for a little while. Like,
but like a Christmas tree cake?
No, I'm not eating fucking moon pies up there.
Oh God, no.
Only moon pie in the sky and one's home waiting for me. Love you, honey. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I see all those memes too. It's like Little Debbie time or shit like that. I'm like,
yeah,
God,
I'm big pass.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Big pass.
Yeah. There was something else I wanted to touch on.
How about that new fucking gear strap we got, dude?
Oh, yeah.
The Ultimator.
Ultimator. I think it's the compact gear strap.
Yeah.
If you're a saddle hunter, look no further.
Yes.
Ultimator has the best bow hanger on the market, hands
1000%.
down. No comparison. I mean, that thing fucks.
It's fucking lightweight. The way it wraps up and the hooks over top the bow hanger and wraps up, it's fucking perfect.
Super compact.
Yeah.
It is perfection.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, I don't know how I could make it better.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
The fucking base model comes with 3 gear hooks plus the bow hanger.
Yep.
And if you get it, one option, the bow hanger comes with a quick link wrench.
Yeah.
Because I know sometimes these fucking cock-strong hands will over-tighten that sumbitch, and I'm like...
A lot of jerking off.
A lot of jerking off.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I got to do? I don't know what I'm doing here. Can't get this fucking thing off. It's got a wrench now, dude.
Yeah. That's money.
Yeah.
That's money. See, I'm not a peasant, and I got
spent $40 for it.
I spent a $40. Well, mine was only $30 when I bought it.
Well, when
it
you
has
told me
definitely went up.
Yeah, you told me to get it, and I was like, $45? No.
It's $45.
I don't know. That's what it was when I looked.
God, no. I think I paid $28 for mine. But it is the quickie, the notch quickie shackle, I think it's called, is awesome, and I don't have that issue any longer. But so I didn't get that model. I didn't get the quick link wrench
Back down
model.
to 35.
Okay, so it's still pricey. The quick link's like $18.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you're gonna buy one or the other, like if you already have a quick link, okay. But if you're in the market for something, go with that notch quickie, because not only is it really quick to undo and redo, but it also pulls down way easier. So like when I crank it down and I get down to the bottom of my tree and I go to pull it, that motherfucker just rolls off because that pin spins.
Okay. You've had issues pulling your rappel rope down?
Oh yeah.
I've never had issues.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the Delta quick link, the triangle. Maybe that's a difference.
No, maybe. I don't have the triangle.
I haven't had an issue at all. I give it a little yank and the whole fucking thing comes crashing down.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Never
so
had
the
an
triangle's probably better than the oval.
Yeah.
It's good to know. But yeah, no, I've had issues like when I pull it down and if there's a limb, like, it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. But with the quickie, that's gone.
I haven't had. I've been over top of limbs, and I don't bat an eye at it. I just give it a yank, and the rope goes right through that delta, no problem.
Yep. So. Yeah. That's what I love that too, because I used to tie a knot in the bottom of it. I learned the hard way, like, don't do that, because it's like, honestly, if you're that fucking high, that thing ain't catching you anyway, you know. So why tie a knot in the bottom of it? Makes no sense.
But yeah, get that gear strap. You need one. Holy titties.
Yeah, that thing is the way to go.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I guess for me, my objective going forward is I'm still waiting on a buck. I got enough deer in the freezer, but it's going to have to be a nice one now because it's my last tag. Because if I shoot a buck now,
okay,
my season is essentially over other than stacking does.
Yeah.
And rifle. I can shoot a buck and rifle, but
I'm jazzed for rifle this season.
Yeah.
Your boy's putting corn out.
Hell yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's go.
I got to put deer in the fucking freezer.
I'm putting corn out because I want my boy to shoot one.
Well,
so.
yeah, I get that. And my dad wants to come hunting this year.
Hell yeah.
So I got to put some fucking corn out, dog.
We'll make it happen.
Well.
Yeah. You still got your camo port?
I got it at in his backyard.
Oh, yeah.
But
how's that been?
Ran out of pictures.
Ah.
I had one day out of 2 weeks where I had deer on camera in daylight, which sucks. But now, you run out of pictures, and then your cycle refreshes. Do you get all those pictures that it took, or no?
I don't think so.
No, probably have to look. Because it's still
you can update.
pictures.
You can add pictures. You can add like 500 for $4.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
You cheap bastard.
But you could probably go and get the SD card and look at the pictures.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
It's still taking pictures.
Yep. Yeah, they're just not sending them to your phone.
Yeah. What burned that up was fucking squirrels over there. I was getting like 20 pictures a day of squirrels.
Yeah, that's something I want to do is I'm going to take Wyatt squirrel hunting because that is fun. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kill some fucking squirrels over there.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to wreak havoc on the squirrel population.
I hate them.
I'm sick of them.
I don't think enough people squirrel hunt.
No.
I don't think anybody squirrel hunts.
No, it's pretty rare. Yeah. You don't hear about people doing it very often, that's for sure.
I've never had squirrel.
No?
No.
It tastes like turkey.
Really?
Yeah. I like it. It's not great. I mean, it's kind of,
little tree rat.
Yeah. Little tree rats. Bastards. Man, I'll tell you what, they have gotten me, and it's like you'd think I've been hunting for long enough that they would never get me anymore, but every once in a while, they still get me, and I'm like, is that a motherfucker?
Yeah. You'd think you'd be able to decipher the pitter patter of a squirrel and pitter patter of a deer. Still can't.
No, I mean most of the time you can.
Yeah,
but every once in a while they get you.
It's like a squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. But if it's like,
if it's hopping along,
yeah, and it's like, oh wait a minute, yep. And you look and you see absolutely nothing, and you're like, is there a deer over there? And then you're looking, and then you see a squirrel moving, and you're like, son of a bitch.
I wish I would have had a fucking a small game broadhead on arrow tonight. Yeah. I had about fucking 10 squirrels around me.
Oh.
Sometimes you just gotta release your aggression on them little cocksuckers.
Absolutely. Yeah, these long sits. I think that's a great option to have that. Like it's something fun to kill the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna ice this fucking squirrel. You know.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Ryan shot himself a buck. It was a smaller buck. He kind of felt the same way we were talking about. He's just like, you know what? I want to put some meat in the freezer, and this buck makes me happy. I'm gonna shoot it. Fuck yeah! Congratulations, Ryan. So, how about? I totally lost my train of thought, but how about this fucking sicka deer in Cecil County?
Harford County.
Yeah, sorry.
I gotta take this.
APG. So, a guy on Maryland sicka deer posted a picture of a stag in Aberdeen Proving Ground, which is just fucking bananas. Because, I mean, you're talking way far away. And honestly, Harford County is further from Dorchester County, where they originate, than Cecil even is. It's across the fucking bay. So how they got there is beyond me. That's fucking just... I thought that was really fucking cool. I bet right now would probably be a really good time to hit the Sicka Woods because I bet it's dead as hell.
Yeah.
everybody's hunting whitetail.
But that picture, if legit, that was a hell of a stag.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's got to cross a fucking river or a bay.
Yeah.
So, if legit, how the fuck did it get there?
There's some wandering bitches.
Just wandered across the fucking Haydon Bridge.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Somebody was telling me, I can't remember where it was at, but somebody I know personally said that they have sick of deer from time to time. Oh, it was John Meyer.
Okay.
On his property. Way down. It's way down, like it's further. I can't remember where it was, but it was a ways from Dorchester. But it wasn't like up here. You know what I mean? It was down the shore. But they move, man. They move around a lot.
Yeah, and right after you sent that to me, I went on that same site, and somebody killed a sick of deer down in Georgia.
What?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
The caption, well, there was a picture. It was a sick of hind hanging, and he was like, I called DNR, and they confirmed that this was a sick of deer.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe it escaped from
a high fence area?
High fence, maybe.
Yeah, maybe there's some down there.
Maybe. I don't know. I know they got them in Texas.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, what would you do if you seen one in the woods?
I'd kill that fucking
Would you?
thing. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No?
I'd be like, breed, live, multiply. You know what I mean? I wouldn't shoot it.
Shit, I'm about to go try to get hunting rights on the Avenue Proving Ground.
Fucking hey, I'd love to hunt in there.
It's a hell of a stag.
Yeah. Fucking right.
I mean, that's like you're more of a sicker guy than me, but 6-year-old stag, 7-year-old stag?
It's hard to say, man.
Yeah.
Hard to say with them things because they get old. But he was a big boy.
I think the post actually got removed because I tried to look at it today or later.
Yeah. I don't know. I think somebody deleted it, which makes me think it was fake.
That sucks.
Which could be, but it's like, come on, why? You know, why you fuck with people?
Yeah.
Got me all excited.
Hey, fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So now is that point in the rut, ladies and gentlemen, where it's starting to feel like a little bit of a grind, or maybe it's not. Maybe for you, it has just been electric.
I've seen a lot of bucks hitting the ground on Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
But if you're in our situation and it's starting to feel like a grind, fucking hold fast.
If you have a goal, do not stray from that goal.
Yeah.
If a little doe comes strolling in, maybe shoot her and let her lay for buck bait.
Yeah. That's a great tip. I mean, that's something that we were talking to Ryan about is, you know, if a doe comes in and you want meat in the freezer, shoot her. But that doesn't mean you have to climb down and your hunt's over. Like, hang out for a while. That meat's going to be just fine. If you're where we are or anywhere close, it's 40 degrees. On the warm days here lately, it's in the low 50s. Like, that deer is fine to sit for a while. Yeah. You could still wait around for a buck. And don't be a pussy. Drag 2 deer.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. A buck might cross that doe's path and come right to you.
Yeah.
You never know this time of the year.
You do not. And that's why, like, I just don't want to shoot a doe right now. Because
shit, let one walk out in front of me, dog.
I really don't need the meat.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, I don't think I can fit another deer in my freezer. I'd have to take it to my mom's.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to do that, would you?
I know. It's a good problem to have. I need a bigger freezer.
Yeah.
I do.
I just need to kill more deer.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. These kids need to eat some more. But we've been hammering it away. We've been eating a lot. I gave a good bit away. I still got to give some to my ma. So I'm sure I'll make some room in there quick and in a hurry.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, I just gotta kill more.
Yeah.
2 and a sick of deer ain't gonna cut it.
No. It's not like you, Johnny.
I know.
It's not like you. I don't like it.
I'm off my game.
You got to get your shit together.
I think I need to get on some testosterone or something.
Hey, get on some TRT and, like, you know, just start fucking killing everything.
Just get that killer instinct back in.
Yeah, it's the solution, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Get on steroids.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I know.
Well, you got anything else, Johnny?
I got nothing.
One last shout out. R.I.P. Bobby McKenzie, our brother down in South Carolina.
Rest in peace, my brother.
Rest in peace, my friend.
The funniest son of a bitch I ever knew.
He was a good man.
Yes, he was.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all. We will see you again soon. It's the rut. Get out there and draw some blood.
Hey.